So today we're going to get the look in 10 minutes or less. Yes, ladies, 10 minutes. I'm going to go with a natural look today. This is for my ladies that are on the go, my mommies that are very busy throughout the day, or just if you want to learn the basics of makeup. So a lot of times when people see and hear what I do with my makeup, they're like, oh my gosh, how do you have so much time to put all this makeup on? Like, I can't do it. Like, and you really don't have to, you know, achieve the same look as, you know, I do. You can do something very natural. You can do something basic. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So as always, stay classy, stay cute. So we're going to get right into it. My eyebrows are already complete, so we're going to get right into the next step. So you want to prime. And priming is basically to hide your pores. In the beginning, when I first started, you know, getting into makeup, I had no idea what primers were, what it was for. I didn't even use primers, honestly. And I realized that I needed a primer. So this right here is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This was $12. This right here is called Sienna? S-I-E-N-N-A. You be the judge. So this is going to be my transition shade. So I'm just going to put this over my eyelids. First thing I'm going to do before that is I'm going to use some of my NYX Conceal Correct Contour Kit that I always talk about. Yes, this here. I'm going to put this over my eyelids because my eyelids are pretty dark. So now I'm going to use my Anastasia of Beverly Hills eyeshadow. And I'm going to start over my eyelid and kind of in the crease. So I'm just going to pat this over my eye. So I'm going to use my blending brush. I got this from NYX. And I'm just going to slightly blend. So I'm going to use my NYX Dance the Tides on my eyelids. And I want to use a flat brush and go over my lids. And this is a brown color. So again, like I was explaining to you, this is going to be very neutral. So I'm going to blend both of these colors in, just to make it look like you got a little something. I know you guys have seen the same palettes on my channel, but these are like my go-tos. So I'm just going to lighten it up a little bit. But this is like a golden color. It's looking kind of white right now. And then you just want to blend this in with a blending brush. So that is that with the eyes. So now I'm going to put my eyeliner on. I'm not going to do too much. So this is the eyeliner. So next I'm going to go with my mascara. This is the Supersizer by CoverGirl, and you can get this from Ulta and whatever drugstore you shop. And I love this mascara. It really does pop. So I've had a couple of questions that some of my ladies and my lady friends have asked me as far as mascara. Like, how do you use mascara without it just going all over your eyes? Now, of course, you can always stroke like so. However, you can also bring the mascara to the left and to the right, and that kind of separates your lashes, and you can do that as well. Because this wand is so small, I want to go ahead and take the wand down here and put some mascara on my lower lashes. And we always gotta make that face. when we put on mascara. I don't know why we do that. Why do we do that? But there are pans that you can use to add your foundation to. No, not us. You can use a sticky Post-it and add your foundation to this, and that's what we're gonna do, okay? So since I have yet to get my color back from my tan going to the beach, I'm still mixing foundations. So this is the Becca Full Coverage. This is Tobacco. Now Becca foundation is about $44. If that is not in your budget and your coins won't allow, by all means, try my go-to. This is the Maybelline Fit Me 360, and the shade I'm using is 360, and I'm mixing that with my Becca foundation. I just want to educate you guys on how you should match your foundations. Now I always recommend, and you can ask anybody, you always want to get a spring and summer shade and a fall and winter shade. Only because, as you already know, when fall and winter comes around, we don't get a lot of sun, so our skin is back to normal in its natural skin tone, our natural skin tone. So when summer and spring rolls around, when it gets hotter and we get more sun, we tend to get a little darker. So of course your foundation is not going to match. So for future references, ladies, if you're just getting started and learning how to do makeup on my channel, you always want to get two foundations. So I'm using a foundation brush, can't even talk, a foundation brush, and I'm just adding the foundation on. Now I'm using a buffer foundation brush, and I'm just going to blend all the foundation in. And as always, please make sure you add the foundation on your neck. You don't want to look like you're wearing a mask. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, so next, you're going to use your concealer. I love concealer sticks. They just go on so smoothly. So when it comes to concealer, under eye concealer, this is just to brighten up under the eye. And like me, I have dark circles under my eyes, so I'm just going to add that just to brighten up my face. Use my beauty blender and blend that in. So you're just going to pat it down. Now the beauty blenders, this is just a Sephora name brand, but these makeup sponges you can get from anywhere, and I mean anywhere. It's from Target. I think it's Black Radiance. Ah, there it is. So I'm just going to use this for my cheeks, and this is like a dark red, almost like a brown, something that you would kind of use for a contour color. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So now that my mascara is dry and my eyeliner is dry, I'm going to curl my eyelashes. So now we're going to highlight. I bought this highlighter from TJ Maxx. I believe it was like $8. So you want to add your highlight over your blush and just kind of that's how you get the glow. Again, you want to add it on your nose, the tip of your nose, your cupid's bow over your lip, because that's cute. Bridge of your nose. And you also want to add a little over the eye. Yes, we look bomb, don't we? Yes, we do. So, this is a brown Wet n Wild pencil. I'm just going to line my lips. From Ulta, it is a nude lip color in shade 257. And I'm just going to add that in. Now I'm going to use my NYX color. This is Athens. This is like a nice natural type of look. It's not too bright and it's not too dark. Now I'm going to set with my setting spray. This is Urban Decay, but whatever setting spray you have works perfectly. So when you set your makeup, it lasts like pretty much all day. It should. You're all set. So that took, 10 minutes or less, and you look beautiful. Slay, girl, slay. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in for the next video, and make sure you check out my last video as well, okay? And thank you for watching. Bye.